Namaskar, dear YouTube and podcast viewers and listeners. Today in IAS Gyan, I take up the issues related to interviews. What type of questions are generally asked and what topics they generally seek, in which you have to clarify and show that your concepts are clear. So besides clarifying on your background, your education and other things, you should also have some common knowledge of some important topics. For example, what are the latest conferences and decisions taken in climate change? Then what is related to poverty the United Nations is doing? What is multidimensional poverty? What are SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals? It will keep its importance in future also. In India's point of view, some topics are very important, which are generally discussed, like election of president, how it takes place, how a speaker in a legislative assembly plays a role when he is asked to seek a floor decision of majority party, because he is generally belonging to ruling party. So he generally is considered that he will take sides. He will declare resignation of group of MLAs as illegal, and he will delete their names for the purpose of counting of confidence motion votes. You must be clear about these concepts. Another thing could be, as DM, you are playing the role of election officer as well as returning officer. What is the difference in both? As a returning officer, you are concerned about holding the election. As election officer, you are supposed to ensure that all voters are included in the list of electoral roll, and more voters are coming to vote on the day of voting. Then important topics nowadays are how to get funding for elections. Should there be electoral bonds? Should there be public money used for election purposes? Whether candidates of criminal background be continued to be contesting for elections on the plea that they are having a winnable situation? What can Election Commission do about it? Can Election Commission curb on the speeches of politicians? Can they only censure them, or can they debar them from contesting election, from delivering a speech in future till the time of election? These are the topics. Now come to some important questions which are asked. As I told you earlier, it is a personality test. They want to see that you are able to apply your mind. You have to be firm. At the same time, you have to be polite when dealing with a politician. We generally criticize politicians whether we will allow interference of politicians. My dear candidate. This is a democracy. They are the leaders. Politicians are running the country. Bureaucrats are simply working a steel frame and following the policies. So, politician is your minister also. Politician is your MP also, MLA, corporators, all are politicians. Some are belonging to ruling party, some opposite party. You may not allow them to use transfer policies as a transfer industry, as a business. But you have to follow your minister or ruling party as to whether liquor shops are to be opened in more numbers to get more revenue, whether these can be opened in slum areas or not, whether a legislator, an elected person should give consent for opening of liquor shop in his own area or not. These are the questions which you have to deal with in the form of your discretionary powers, your financial limits or powers, and delegation of statutory powers. For example, if you have to give license for liquor, then as excise officer, being DM or excise officer, you have power to give license. Nobody can interfere with that. If even your minister says that you give license to so and so, you can politely refuse. You can politely disagree with this. But if he says that form a committee which can advise you to open a liquor shop in a particular area, there is no harm in accepting this kind of suggestion. Then there are quasi-judicial functions of bureaucrats. Sometimes I also felt this when I was DM, that one of my ministers asked me, okay, this is a very simple case, straightforward, so you decide in so and so's favor. I said, okay, I'll see, because I couldn't say no on her or his face. Then she, I will not name the minister, told that please bring the file. See, she or minister is not supposed to see the file where you have delegated powers. If you send the file even for perusal of your minister, just for information, this is exceeding your jurisdiction, and also you are inviting trouble for yourself, being criticized in public. So these are political related questions. For example, in one of my assignments as DM, I was supposed to arrange for sealing of properties due to pollution. My own district development committee chairman interfered, but I did not allow. Since you or your actions are demonstrative, people will not interfere unnecessarily if your image is good. So you have to create your good image. Now, as a minister and as a corporate body, things are different. You have statutory powers, you have discretionary powers. So you have to apply your mind and exercise your discretion. For public welfare, you can always listen to the politician, but not for your powers where you are delegated through some statute. Another situation could be law and order situation. You join as a DM in a particular district. What happens? Suppose it is sensitive for communal harmony or for communal rights. It is known for that. What you will do? If you are asked this question, then obviously you will see that I will assess the situation in the district, will be in touch with my predecessors, my subordinate officers, the public, the representatives, will form a Aman committee, peace committee, so that representative of all communities are there, suppose Navdurga festivals are there, then you can hold a meeting, Aman committee, and ensure some basic things that you should not get unnecessarily provocative and all that. In other situations like law and order encroachment removal, then there is also action related to some unauthorized construction. You are, as a DM, in charge of task force. Please ensure that your actions are fair and free from the point of view of general public. Public should see you as a not only honest person, but also your action should appear to be like this. It's not that you are honest, but you talk loosely in the public. No, both things are necessary. These are some things related to delegated powers, statutory, and now suppose you are short of money, you have to arrange, give publicity to some functions, Eid, Navdurga, or Dashera, Diwali, some Sikh festival, Guru Gobind Singh birthday, etc. How to arrange money? I will give you some ideas that social media is free. So get interactive with your public through social media. Seek their opinion, give their opinion. You will become popular. I have seen Facebook pages of so many bureaucrats who have become very, very popular and who can seek opinion of public, can convince the public. Then another thing is that if you are short of money and you want to penetrate, say, print or electronic media, then get partnership with, say, newspaper wala, with some TV channel, and arrange a function so that you get free publicity, and also they will get all access to your functions. These are so many things. In another video I will give some other tips, but I think for today it's enough. Namaskar and thank you.